It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Hi, welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV, and good morning to you.
Whoop, whoop. Good morning. You were going to try to throw me off.
Just a little bit.
Ain't going to work this morning.
Didn't work.
I'm on top of it.
It's okay. That'll work.
I'm on top of it.
I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Scott Callies
Whoop, whoop.
on this beautiful, what day is it? Thursday?
It's sad when you got to think about it. Wait, what day is this?
They all start rolling together.
Yeah, they
It
do.
goes fast, and you're thinking, what day is it? The other day, I didn't know it was Tuesday, and I'd done the show, and I was like, I thought it was Wednesday. And I was like, I don't do the show on Wednesday.
No, you don't. But you have.
I have.
You have.
I have. That'll throw you off.
Wasn't it last week that you and Bob switched days?
Yeah. That's probably why.
Yeah, it's probably got your
Last week
internal time clock off.
It's throwing me off. You know, you get into that routine. You mess with the routine. And for weeks, you're thrown off.
For weeks.
Not really. How are you?
You
this
might
morning?
be. I'm doing good.
I'm doing good, too.
How are things since Tuesday? Anything good? Uh-oh, he's got the laugh.
No, it's good.
Anything new?
Just that it's been beautiful out. And,
It has been beautiful weather.
And we realized that spring is coming earlier this year.
Well, this is fall spring.
False.
Yeah, it's a season in Arkansas.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
called fall spring.
And they're showing that we might get snow on Monday.
Somebody mentioned that. I'm like, no.
Yeah, this is not showing it. I refreshed it. We'll be going
I
on
had-
the weather, but
I had a person tell me that this morning when I stopped to get breakfast.
yeah.
They're like, well, do you think it's going to snow on Monday? I'm like, I didn't see anything. I'm like, no.
Right.
No, I don't think it's going to snow on Monday.
It might be
Now,
the first time Scooter's
I'm
wrong.
I'm not saying that we're not going to see some
but
before.
accumulate.
Well, yeah, I don't see it accumulating, but I know I really do think we're going to see some more this year.
Yeah.
I don't think it's over, but I don't think Monday's going to be this big.
Yeah.
So don't go out and clear all the milk and the bread and all the shelves. It's not going to be. I may be wrong. I better look.
Right. I wonder, they buy all that milk and bread if they just constantly eat it during the snow time, or if they end up eating something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you hate to see it go to
Milk,
waste.
bread, and eggs, and they're like, I'm going to make French toast every day that the snow is here and drink milk with it.
Yeah, let's see. Sunday night, they're saying some could mix late,
See?
and then Monday be ending, so it's not going to do nothing.
And then the winter,
I mean, it's
the winter storm to be all winter storms come.
Hey, I have been
drops
right
a foot of snow.
on my predictions
You have
so far.
so far.
And I'm predicting we're not going to get anything, even if the most we'll probably get was a little dusting or something like that.
Yeah, I've got it wrote down here. You said snow late February. I said
I
March
did.
3rd.
March 3rd.
I got it down to the day, buddy.
I'm thinking late February.
Like it's gonna happen.
And I say this because it seems like the weather always go to crap during a wrestling state tournament.
Is that right?
It does.
Yeah.
It never fails.
And you're like, and I've got places to be.
They've had a postponed state due to weather.
Last year,
Last year they didn't postpone it though.
year before.
I know we had some weather around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Till we'll see. Never know.
It'd be, yeah.
That's my predictions. Good morning, Gigi.
Good morning, Gigi.
I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning.
Welcome to our morning podcast.
Morning podcast. That's what we need to do. We need to start doing a podcast.
Yeah. First 5 minutes.
Where we don't have to be politically correct and we can
That would
say
be
what
cool.
we want to say. Just have
we
a little podcast where
Try
we
to
can
keep this positive and uplifting and,
not in our podcast.
PG.
We can tell it
not
as
in the
how it
podcast.
is.
Oh, man.
We can
Wouldn't that
voice
be
our
nice?
opinions.
Ooh.
Oh, sounds great. Me and David would have a ball.
Yeah, we would.
Let us know if you'd listen to our podcast.
Yeah. Go to Facebook. Comment.
Let us know if we need to start a podcast.
Yeah. they're going to be like, silence.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing wrote.
Yeah.
And we're like, all right.
Yeah, like we're not going to listen to these
Message
clowns.
not received.
We're not listening to these clowns. Gigi would probably listen, though.
Yeah. Somebody would.
I know Gigi watches us every morning, and I think she'd listen if we had a podcast. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I think, of course, our family would listen.
Yeah.
So
Just
we'd have a little following.
7 people.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, at least 12 people watch us now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
See?
It's probably way more than that.
We better start our show.
Probably like 20.
20.
Welcome to the morning show. It's finally.
If that was the case, we wouldn't have any sponsors. I hate to say that.
I'm playing. There's thousands of people that watch us.
Thousands.
All right, we'll start the show. Hospice of the Ozarks sponsors the morning prayer. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worthy of quality end-of-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. It's still a non-for-profit 501c3. There has never been a charge to a patient or their families for hospice care, and this commitment remains a part of their mission. Pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, watch over Mountain Home native Ron Chinsowski's passing a couple of days ago. Watch over his family, everybody in the community that's just loved him. Put your hand on their shoulder, be there for them as they grieve over the loss. And we know he's in a better place. He's there with you, and we thank you for everything that you've given us and everything that he was able to give us while he was here on earth. He was a great educator, great friend, great person. And as always, watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedom. In this I pray, amen.
Amen.
Hospice of the Ozarks. You can give them a call at 870-508-1771 because they do respite care. You're taking care of a family member and you need a break, and it's okay to take a break every once in a while. As Scooter always says,
got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others.
Exactly right, and it's okay. You can take a day or two, and Hospice of the Ozarks can help with that. And with that,
I agree.
Yeah, we'll take a break for Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team.
Hi, I'm Bob Zadora of the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show. The Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, they're realtors you'd recommend to a friend. We recommend them. They've got great customer service. Linda is a dot the I's and cross the T kind of gal. She will make sure everything's taken care of. And we all know that each loan, each real estate transaction can be different. And so you want somebody that's experienced in the field of knowing what to do. Different lenders have different requirements. She'll take care of you.
And people don't realize what all she does do. I mean, as a person selling your home, and I purchased my home, and it looks easy. Oh, I'm just selling my home, and I do this. I go sign the papers, and you don't realize the challenges that come, and the dominoes that you got to watch, and the things that go on behind the scenes. That's why you have Linda. She takes care of everything behind the scenes. She's what makes it look easy for you. I would not, after seeing what she goes through, would not ever try to sell my own house.
No thanks.
No, it is a headache, a nightmare, the things you got to make sure that are taken care of beforehand, and all the little, it's just not that easy. They make it look easy. There's a difference.
Yeah.
A big difference.
Yeah.
Linda takes on a lot, but she takes care of everything behind the scenes so that it is easy for you or me to sell our home. But it's because they're dealing with those headaches rather than you having to deal with them.
That's exactly right. If you did like a ride-along, like the sheriff the other day, if you did a ride-along with Linda from start to finish, you'd be like, I'm glad I hired you.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
People don't see it, because they're not dealing with it. They're taking care of all the headaches. They're taking care of all the grunt work and all the stuff that has to be done, and it makes the transition for you a lot easier and better.
Yeah.
And, and not having to deal with that stuff.
You've been in there just when you go to start the paperwork to list your house, right? And it's like as thick as this.
Yeah.
And they're like, sign here. Sign here. Sign here. I mean, it
But
probably takes them 30
all
minutes.
them lines you would have to take care of if you were doing. That's what I'm saying. The behind the scenes.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into buying and selling a home.
Very
and
true.
They will make it easy, and they will keep you up to date on every step of the way.
Yep. And that's the thing, is people keeping you up to date, you know.
Yes.
Even if there's nothing to tell you, they'll still call to let you know, well, we're still in process.
Yeah, or we're still waiting on this to come through, or we're blah blah blah. That I've checked with this person, it's coming on the blah blah blah. You know, and you got to know, because it's not just you're affecting. Somebody else is selling their house to buy yours. And somebody else is selling their house to buy that one.
Yeah.
And you've got to pay attention to every domino, because it can throw hiccups down on you. If you have one issue, even 4 or 5 homes up from you, it's going to cause a domino effect.
Yep.
And you got to have somebody that knows how to be on top of it and take care of it.
Well said. Let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora. Oh, wow. It looks crisp today.
It
Got
is.
some cloud cover. Beautiful horseshoe bend of the White River. It's Cotter, Arkansas. That's a camera on the back of their home, and you can see that at retiredarkansas.net. Man, that is an amazing view. Man, wake up to that, cup of coffee, sit out on the porch.
It's a tough life.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
They worked hard to get that view.
They did.
Very much so. Beautiful Cotter, Arkansas. If you've never been down there, you got to take a little trip, especially since spring is coming earlier. And
Spring ain't coming. This is fall spring.
Is coming. Beautiful. That other camera view he just had that was starting to reload.
It's been lagging this morning. I've been watching it, and I'm not sure what's going on. But
I'm going to tell you what.
Around.
It's the net. Something's going on with the net, because my phone's been lagging at work. My computer's been lagging at work. I think it's widespread. I think there's just too many people on the internet.
See that water moving though? Not a lot. It's way down, but there's water moving.
Yes, very good river to go fishing. Yeah, you should hire a guide. You know.
I agree.
Take you a trip, learn the channels, find the honey holes, and have a great time. But if you're looking to buy or sell a home, give the Z Team a call, 870-405-0793. Like I said, go to retiredarkansas.net, where you can see these beautiful camera views 24/7. And if you're looking for a home, they have all their listings and the MLS listings on there, and a plethora of information about the Ozarks. If you live in the area, you know about the area. You know why it's the greatest place to live on earth. If you don't live in the area, that's why it's great to go to retiredarkansas.net, where you can find out more information about our area and what it's like to live here. I said area a lot, didn't I?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just going with the flow.
Let's take a look at the weather.
But you did.
Brought to you by the Z Team. In Mountain Home, it's 53. Harrison at 53. Batesville at 52. See, 50s. I'm telling you, spring soon. Yellville at 54. Marshall at 55. Salem at 48. Mountain View at 55. Calico Rock at 53. West Plains, Missouri at 48. Springfield at 51. Poplar Bluff at 49. And St. Louis at 47.
It's a beautiful morning in our area.
National Weather Radar just...
Sorry, I had to throw area in there.
Area. Yeah, watches our area. It doesn't look like we have much to speak of. Maybe northern part of Missouri, you can see a little strip. The rest of the nation, the north part of the states, in Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota. You got some in Las Vegas, Phoenix, parts of Utah. Let's just zoom in here. You got me
zoom into our area.
Yeah, look, just east of Kansas City, it looks like maybe they're getting a little bit of precipitation, not much. But our neck of the woods, it looks like from the camera view from the Z Team that it's cloud cover, but no precipitation throughout the day. Yeah, look, 11 o'clock, 12, I don't think anything's coming. Could be wrong. Watches and warnings. Well, look at the red flag warning in southwest part, well, central to southwest part of Missouri. And we've got some, let's see, is that high wind? No, Special weather statement. The colors, it's kind of hard to tell with the brown. Wind, I'd say wind advisory.
Probably wind advisory.
Yeah, wind advisory.
If you got a red flag, it's probably a wind advisory.
Okay. But our area is in the clear. 7-day forecast today, mostly sunny and breezy, high of 65, early spring. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 47. Friday, partly sunny, high of 67. Friday night.
False spring.
False spring. 20% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 47. Saturday, mostly cloudy, then a slight chance of showers at 20%, high of 56. Saturday night, slight chance of showers at 20%, low of 38. Sunday, we got a 30 to 60% chance of showers, high of 49. Sunday night, 70% chance of showers, low of 34. That's when it turns into snow and dumps on us.
No, don't listen to him.
Monday, we got a 20% chance of showers in the morning, it looks like, and then mostly sunny the better part of the day, high of 44. We'll see about that. Norfolk Lake water levels at 554.07. Level is 2 feet above full pool. They are shut down, but I'm sure spillway gates open. Bull Shoals Lake water level 655. Level is 3.07 feet above full pool. They're generating one. That is a look at your weather. Brought to you by the Z Team, best real estate team in the Ozarks. They are licensed in Arkansas and Missouri, so they can help you across the Gainesville, Bakersfield, somewhat like that. And with that, we're going to take a break because it's 7:16 already.
And he's running way over, so we're going to take a little longer break, and then we'll be back with some community news.
It's that 5-minute podcast we did.
It's that time again. The 23rd annual Slap and Leather Texas Hold'em Tournament fundraiser to support American Legion Baseball. Saturday, February 10th at the Elks Lodge in Mountain Home. Registration at 11 o'clock. Tournament starts at 1. It's time to shuffle up and deal. All entries get a free meal by Holy Smokes and a chance to win Visa gift cards for 1st through 8th place. Contact Lester White, 870-421-2006 for more information. Don't miss the Slap and Leather Texas Hold'em fundraiser on February 10th and support American Legion Baseball.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This part of Community News is brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals.
All right, knock that off. I can't. We can't be serious.
It's okay.
We can't go from where we were to that. Hi, I'm David Stroud, and I'd like to welcome everybody to this segment
of Community News.
All right, we've got to be serious.
The dealership that deals.
Yeah, they do. They got a lot of deals.
Yeah.
A lot of deals going on right now.
And you can't miss them. Located at
they got tractors lined up from one end to the other.
Located at 4423 Highway 62 west of Mountain Knoll.
You're just thrown off completely. I'm loving it this morning. Doesn't happen too often.
You can't. You can't. You can't. I can't. I just can't.
Hey, Kubota, New Holland, Skag, they got all your top of the lines.
Implements,
attachments. They got a huge parts department. Carry parts for a lot of tractors.
Service those implements.
Yep. They got a service center that with a lot of people that are very knowledgeable on what they're doing with tractors, and they take care of. They're like a one-stop shop.
Exactly. Give them a call at 870-425-3434. Go visit them on the west side of Mountain Home. You can't miss them. Like we were talking about, the orange and blue. It's a sea of it as you start to drive upon them. Every time I drive out to work, I can't miss them. So
our guest is here.
All right.
All right. Just let you know.
All right, let's do some community news. How about that?
All right, make a little short segment of it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. And we have a candidate forum. The Marion County Republican Committee is hosting a candidate forum for the office of Arkansas State Representative District 4, Marion and Baxter counties. That'll be today, Thursday, February 8th, 6:30 p.m., Marion County Annex Building Courtroom, just off the square in Yellville. Jason Nazarenko and Rhonda Tink Albright will be answering questions posed by committee. Public will have an opportunity to ask questions at the end, so make them some good ones. If you live in District 4, please make an effort to attend and hear the candidates wishing to be elected to the House seat by outgoing Representative Jack Fortner. Jack's done a very good job for us in our area, so it'll be good, you know. Come up with some questions and go ask Jason and Tink what they think they're going to do with that position.
There you go.
Right? Slappin' Leather 23rd Annual Texas Hold'em Tournament. That is to benefit the American Legion Baseball fundraiser. That'll be, wow, that's coming up 2 days from now.
Yes.
Saturday, February 10th. It just jumps up on you, you know. It'll be at the Elks Lodge, located at Highway 62 East by the Twin Lakes Golf Course. That's where I go golfing. Can't wait to go again. It's been forever. 11 a.m. is registration. 1 p.m. the tournament starts. And you can give Lester White a call at 421-2006. If you have a table of 8 players, you can pre-register for $600. Otherwise, its entry is a $100 donation. And very good prizes. The first place gets a $2,000 Visa gift card, and it goes from there to $1,200 to $800 to $600 to $500 to $400. Win some good money.
Good prizes.
Good prizes. And let's see here. Oh, buddy, this is getting closer. Next Thursday, a week from today, empty bowls to feed the hungry soup dinner, the Mountain Home High School cafeteria. From 4 to 6 p.m., you can dine in or take out. $10 per ticket, includes a bowl of soup, dessert, drink, and choice of ceramic bowl as long as supplies last. First 125 attendees are guaranteed a ceramic bowl. Bowls will not be available until 4 p.m. sharp. Soup choices are chicken noodle, potato, and potato with sausage. Tickets can be purchased ahead of time or at the door. All proceeds go to the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas. There will be silent auctions available. You can contact C. Lawrence at mhbombers.com for tickets. It's going to be delicious.
Yum, yum.
And the cool bowl.
And you got to get the bowl.
Love ceramic bowls.
Yes, they're made by the kids.
I know, right?
Ceramic bowls. Yeah.
You'll have it forever.
I agree.
That's a look at our community news, unless you've got something.
Nope. I know I do want to say the girls wrestling team will be headed to Searcy for their regional tournament.
Good.
Going on this Saturday.
Well, good luck to the girls, and we hope they wrestle real good.
There you go. All right, that was it.
Okay, we'll be back with our guest,
Allyson
Allyson Dewey,
Dewey.
the school superintendent.
Be right back.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time to be serious, Dave.
Serious.
Scooter.
Now we got to focus. Okay.
Got to focus.
Okay.
We have
We're gonna
Allyson
focus.
Dewey, school superintendent. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you all?
Very good.
Wonderful. As always.
As always. You stay very busy,
We do.
you know.
School is busy.
I heard you Tuesday night talking to Bob after the game. Was it after the game?
During the game.
During the
well,
game.
or before the boys, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Halftime. It was either halftime of boys or before the boys.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
But you go all over the place. You're just
That was a fun night.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get to talk about that before
Yeah.
I leave today.
very good.
'Cause it was very fun.
But we do want to start with one of our own,
Yes, sir.
passing Ron Chinchowski,
Yes, sir.
Mountain Home native, and just tell us about him. I don't really know a lot about him.
So, Ron was a student. He actually did his student teaching in Mountain Home. Teacher, my teacher, coach, assistant principal, and ended his career at our central office as the director of student services. Most of you know him as possibly one of the best baseball players that ever came out of Mountain Home, according to my husband, the best
Very good.
baseball player that ever came out of Mountain Home. You know, our district has been honored to have him as part of us for 30 plus years. And there's definitely a void. There has been, you know, through the past 6 weeks that he's been gone as far as receiving treatment at MD Anderson. And we're going to miss him.
Definitely.
You know, his kids are graduates. His wife worked for the district. Lifetime educator and lifetime Mountain Home bomber. So our community is mourning, our district is mourning, and we just want to wrap around the family and our people and he's somebody that'll never be replaced.
Right. Very good. I've lived here since '93, and it's unfortunate that I never crossed paths with him.
Okay, I'm going to say you're one of the few.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he was everywhere, and especially those in our baseball community. And that's a large community in Mountain Home, because our kids start, at kindergarten, 3, 4, 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a huge part of American Legion, as well as Bomber baseball.
Yeah.
And I was looking in his office yesterday, and we noticed all the plaques. I believe he has a state tournament win. I think, was he the coach with the fight on the field? Was that? I don't know if any of y'all remember that.
I don't remember that one, but
David Drury does.
Yeah.
There you go.
I believe his picture was front and center on the Demazet at that time. But he's taken groups of kids to World Series.
Yeah.
As a volunteer and dad. His son, played some D1 baseball. Just a guy that a lot of people knew and are going to miss. He recently has been part of our transportation department, running that department, running our ESOL. So he touched a lot of families through that for the past few years.
Now I know I didn't cross paths with him. I stayed away from sports.
Yeah, he really supported all sports.
He did.
And I mean, across even wrestling that he didn't really understand, he was really intrigued. He used to talk to me about it, and he just loves sports in general and what that did for the kids.
Sure.
So somebody that will be missed, and the family is back in town. I'm sure services will be announced shortly.
Okay, very good. Well, what else is going on with the schools? I know the Mountain Home Junior High has been doing some NWEA testing.
Yes. So our district K-12, actually, usually K-11, actually participates in MAP testing, and that's just a longitudinal growth assessment for our students. It's also the state testing for K-2, for kindergarten through second grade. But, junior high has really... They really celebrate student growth, as you know, with your wife being there, but they really focus on what each kid does better than the last time. So it's not just about being the top of your class. It's about better than the last time.
Yeah.
And our junior high math teachers actually had significant growth over state norm, or not state, but nationally normed growth of their kids. And kids, it's interesting to hear 12, 13, 14-year-olds talk about, hey, what was your MAP score? Mine was better than last time, but the principal, Mr. McCarn, was talking about, he hears those conversations, and that's instructional. That has nothing to do with athletics, nothing to do with clubs and other activities. That is what's going on in our classrooms every day, and that is to be celebrated.
Definitely. Now, that is administered 3 times a year?
3 times, beginning of the year, middle of the year, and end of the year.
Okay. And it looks like the first test, they were 2.6 points above national average.
Yes.
For the 8th grade, and 9th grade was 6 points above the average. And their second test, 4.4 points above the national average for 8th grade, and 9 points above. Right. So, yeah, they increased double digits just about.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Significant growth. And we got to remember, these are teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
These are teenagers in math classes. So this is the real deal. There's not that complacency that sometimes comes as our kids get a little older. We're really fighting against that. We're really trying to work hard on engagement and to celebrate each child for what they can do.
Yeah, giving them great opportunities from what I see. Just the other day, Tuesday, we were talking about the NJROTC and the young man that won the trip, got the trip down to Florida, to where he's going to be on a replica of an aircraft carrier and all the simulations, and that's awesome. That's that new aviation class that you have.
Leading Edge, are you talking about the Leading Edge Aviation? That's actually the foundation.
The foundation.
At the airport.
But a part of, But
they are a huge support of the aviation program, and probably some of their members are the reason that we started it. Mm-hmm. They are like, I don't know, Gerald Gage, who is a huge part of Leading Edge Aviation, has done a tremendous job fundraising for our kids to make sure that they do have real aviation experiences. And we are just so blessed to have a partnership with that group and to be able to see what their kids are doing. We had our special board meeting this month on Monday, was at the Mountain Home Junior High, where we got to go into the we got to go into the aviation classroom and see those simulators in use with our students. Just amazing. You talk about engagement. And then we have students that are going above and beyond. I believe is it Dylan Prinz who did get the scholarship to go to Florida.
It's a great opportunity.
And he is I think he's just a ninth grader.
That's excellent.
He's 9th or 10th, but I think 9th.
Very good.
So neat deal. Neat kid, neat opportunities, and we're thankful for that relationship with Leading Edge Aviation.
Very good. The Student Education Against Drugs, SEED.
Okay, so specifically that group has been working very closely with, and that's a student organization, actually started by students. Of course, we have some adult sponsors, but they're working very closely with juvenile services to combat what we all know is a problem, not only in our schools, but in our community, in our state, and in our nation, with any type of drug-related dependency. You see that picture there has our teachers and representatives from juvenile services. I believe is that Corey Manuel?
Yes.
So a representative from the safety committee. He is with public safety. I believe that's what his committee is for the council.
Okay.
For city council.
Very good.
And you also see representatives from the governor's cabinet. And when they were here, and I'd love to talk more about that today, but we hosted multiple cabinet members of the governor's during her Capitol for a Day visit last week. And this is just a few of them visiting with Secretary of Health Renee Mallory. She went and visited with that group. But that group's doing some big things. They are all, like I said, student-led, student-started. Pretty cool deal. You see Kylie Andrews and Monica Chafin in that picture. And those are the two leaders of the group. Those are upperclassmen. They're seniors. But Savannah Davidson and Barrett Miller are a couple of our underclassmen that are stepping up and becoming leaders in that group.
Yeah, it looks during the Capitol for a Day, Mrs. Case and Mrs. Davidson took your two current leaders, Kylie Andrews and Monica Chafin, with also rising leaders Savannah Davidson and Barrett Miller, to the juvenile services and gave a report that week on SEED, doing their drug and vape free. You know, vapes and things have really taken off.
They have, and I don't want to blame the vape industry, but I struggle not to, because they have found ways to, they're the cigarettes of today.
Yes, they are.
And as a middle school principal years ago, you can find a cigarette. You can smell it. You can find it. These are a little different.
Oh, yeah. The vape disappears quickly.
It disappears quickly. It's very small. There's very little odor per se. But we have kids that truly are at 15, 16, 17 years old addicted to nicotine. And that's not good.
No.
That's not good. Those are easy. They can hide them. So we are doing everything we can to not only educate, but to prevent. We're trying to be proactive with that education in order to prevent kids from even getting started with these things, because they're hard to stop.
Yeah, don't even take the first drag.
And they're dangerous. They're lacing the liquid inside of them. Not only is it THC, but they're lacing them with all kinds of other things. It's just not safe.
Yeah, I agree. I smoked for the better part of 20 plus years, and my lungs are not the best because of it.
And it's hard to stop. That's
it's one of the most addictive things you can do.
Once you finally realize it's not a good decision, you're addicted, and that's something I think I know our kids are. This group especially is trying to educate so the kids don't ever start.
Well, and that was the cliche. I started because I thought it was cool and I wanted to look cool.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what our kids are doing with vapes. That's how they're starting.
Yep. And
I remember when vapes first started out, and I'm like, oh, this will never kick on. And I was wrong.
Right.
I mean, I'll admit I was wrong. I would never have thought that would have ended up being the big thing.
Yeah.
And they're small,
Yeah.
and the kids know where to put them, and it's just, it's something that we're working hard to try to, like I said, educate our kids so that they don't ever start. But it definitely is the cigarette of today, I say. And I don't know if anybody else says that, but that's how I feel.
Oh, I agree. It's 7:40. We'll go ahead and take our break, and we'll come back with more from Allyson Dewey, Superintendent of Mountain Home Public Schools.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
It's
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Allyson Dewey, Superintendent of Mountain Home Public Schools. And the other day, we had the governor here for Capital of a Day. See?
I know.
Capital for a Day. We were just talking about this.
We were.
Tell us more about that.
So we got a call about 2 weeks ago, maybe, from the Commissioner of Education, Mr. Jacob Oliva, and he said, "Hey, I'm coming to visit. What do you want to show me?"
Yeah.
So I kind of flubbed my way through that. When the commissioner calls your cell phone, you go, "What?
Right.
What's happening?" So he came as part of the governor's Capital for the Day and part of her cabinet. So he said he wanted to see some early childhood education. As you know, that is a big push for the governor and through the LEARNS Act. So he actually visited our pre-K, which is for our students and our faculty and staff only right now. They do have to pay to attend, but he wanted to see kind of what we're doing there. It's a huge retention and recruitment tools for our young families.
Yeah.
And the second tier is grandparents. So some of our teachers and staff who are grandparents have students that are enrolled as well as space allows. So it is a tremendous benefit for our folks, and the teachers in that program are absolutely outstanding. So we knew that showing the governor what they were doing in those classrooms, especially focused on early literacy learning, would be a positive, and it was. So he also visited a kindergarten classroom to see what was going on there, and it just happened to be Hundreds Day. So those of you that have had students or grandchildren or possibly seen online, we celebrate 100th Day, the 100th day of school.
Yeah.
And some of our students enjoy dressing up like they have been in school for 100 years.
Oh, wow.
So they dress up as some in gray hair and whiskers and pearl necklaces and really have fun with it. And the governor did enjoy seeing that and celebrating that 100th day with our students.
Cool. That is cool.
We also had the Secretary of Agriculture and part of his crew go visit our FFA and see our ag ed facilities, and they were super impressed. Especially they loved that greenhouse that we have, and I think we can utilize that area, that facility, even more than we already are. It was bought with Perkins funds, which is a grant from the state, but our plant sale that our community can participate in, it's pretty cool what our kids are doing out there. So he got to see all those facilities, the barn, the industrial arts building, and things like that. And they loved it. A lot of our facilities are in that department are better than some small colleges.
Yeah.
And
put a lot of work.
That was a lot of fun. Oh goodness, do they do a lot of work?
Yeah.
That crew out there, junior high. We have a teacher at Pinkston a couple of hours a day. Junior high, it's a full schedule, and then down in those shop areas, that staff just does a tremendous job.
Yeah, definitely.
Engaging and working with our students.
I can remember being in those shops.
It's pretty cool stuff.
Doing a little welding and
welding.
Yep.
Little carpentry.
Back in '96, I believe, I helped build one of the houses that are on that.
Right, yes.
Remember
and that program was wonderful. It kind of died out over time, just expense and interest of students. So I do think there has been a revival in what our kids understand for after graduation. And we know that some of those industrial arts and some of those jobs are the way to go.
Right.
If you have those abilities and those strengths and you enjoy it, you can, a lot of our kids could make more stepping into those jobs than they will following a 4-year college degree.
That is
and
true.
Certainly won't have the loans.
So I'd say the Capital for a Day for the governor and her staff and everybody else was a success.
I believe it was a success.
They've enjoyed themselves. And were you able to talk to them a little bit after?
I did not have as much of an opportunity as I wish I would have. And they were very focused. Their schedules were very tight.
Yeah.
They were literally going from one place to another. But I do think they saw some outstanding areas in our community. I did follow up with our Commissioner of Education by email, and he's very interested in learning more about our pathways, which is that career education push for pre-K through 12th grade.
Yeah. Well, as Scooter and I were talking about earlier, this is the best place to live on earth. So
well, I think so. I do think so.
We know they enjoyed themselves.
We've been here a while, all of us, all three of us. So we know it's a fantastic place and the beauty of the area alone.
Well, moving on. The Mountain Home Junior High Quiz Bowl took third place at 6A Regionals.
Yes,
so
sir.
Congratulations
They
to
do
them.
a fantastic job. There's our group, coached by Stephanie Hughes.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of work that goes into those quiz bowls.
There's a lot of work. We have something in our district for every student to be involved in, if they want to be.
Yeah.
It's there. You just got to find it. Quiz Bowl is another example. We just talked about our FFA. There's our Quiz Bowl.
Yeah.
Choir, drama. It's not just athletics. And I
That's what I love so much about Mountain Home is the opportunities.
We encourage kids to find those opportunities and get engaged, because we know the more they are engaged. I think high school graduation rates for students that are involved in just one extracurricular activity, it's like 97 or 98%, possibly not. It's maybe 98 point something chance that they will finish high school just by being engaged in one extracurricular activity. Two, it's like 99.5, 6, 7%. And Mitch Husky could tell you the exact numbers, because he is, like most of our staff, we know kids need to be involved.
Yeah. Being a part of a group is
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And it teaches all kinds of skills. Not just a high school diploma, but just skills.
No, I have skills for when you get out into the world,
That's right.
interacting with people and working with a group and teamwork, and it's
important.
Yeah, most definitely. And you also, kids are important, but the staff is also important.
Sure are.
Staff highlight: Mr. Thomas Mary has served as the district's food supervisor since last July, but his long career in food service has been far-reaching and unique. Tell us about it.
So one of the things that I do is I host a walk-in, not a walk-in Wednesday anymore. It is a drop-in with Dewey. And we had a staff member come and say, hey, you know what? We need to highlight some of our cool classified staff because our folks have done some pretty cool things. So we kicked this off this month with Mr. Thomas Mary, who's been with the district for a couple of years, but this is his first year as food service director. He was formerly the concession manager. Now make sure I get this right. Is it at Purdue? Is it Purdue? Got to look on there and make sure. Notre Dame. I was close. At Notre Dame.
I'll be darned.
So he ran all the concession stands in the Notre Dame Stadium.
How did he make his way here to Mountain Home, Arkansas?
He and his...
It's the best place on earth.
It is.
I'm sorry.
It's the best place on earth. I mean, and his wife is now employed with us as well as one of our interventionists. He has 3 kiddos, and I believe one is a fantastic wrestler.
Yes. Yes.
So
he is a big supporter of wrestling, too.
They are wrestlers. So, and he's a pretty neat guy. So we kicked it off with Thomas, and like I said, how many people knew that he had been the concession manager at Notre Dame?
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
We're going to keep looking
Way to go.
for those. You know, we've got a short list of folks, but if you know something about somebody that's cool, let us know, because we're gonna keep pushing those out and showing our community who's working for us.
Well, I know somebody that's really cool.
You do know somebody.
That's my wife.
You do. So this week,
yes.
what is this
awesome.
week?
It's National Counselors Week.
So I hope you're celebrating at home. That's all I'm saying. National Counselors Week. This group of individuals does a fantastic job dealing with some of the most fabulous things and then sometimes some of the most heartbreaking things.
Yeah.
They're not only working on the academic success of every student, because they are working with registration and course selection and future plans, but they are dealing with some mental health issues of our students that we know are heavy.
Yeah.
And it's probably pretty hard, as you know, to just leave it at the door when they walk in with their families, but they give and give and give, and we are so thankful for every single one of those men and women, and the work that they do.
You have
for
a
our
really
students
great
and
team.
families. We have a fantastic
I'm sure at
team.
every school, but I personally know the junior high, and it's a really great team that take care of our kids.
It's a fantastic team of educators. We're very blessed.
Yeah. So to all the counselors out there, we appreciate you, we support you, and you're right, when she comes home, we talk about it. Can't get specific sometimes, but she does need somebody to talk to, and I help as best I can. Sometimes it's hard, but then she has days where it's great. Her confetti days.
Which she had one this week.
Yes, she had 2.
She did have 2. That's right. She had 2
confetti days.
She had
What's
2.
a confetti day? Well,
I'm curious.
It's
a
where
celebration.
A celebration of whatever, and she'll go into a classroom and they throw confetti all over the person, and then they leave for them to clean it up.
There was going to be some cleaning at Mountain Home Junior High this week of confetti, but it was worth every piece.
It is. She loves doing that. Absolutely loves doing that. It's the best part of her day. So, well, it's we wish we could spotlight everybody, all the teachers, all the faculty, all the staff, all the people behind the scenes. But this week is National Counselors Week, so thank you to all of them. We couldn't, the kids couldn't do it without you. It's like you said, that the mental health is very important about our students today. A lot of the kids that are in junior high now, well, they went through COVID, staying at home at a younger age, and it did affect them a little bit.
And they do, like I said, their jobs they're not getting easier. Teachers' jobs aren't getting easier. Our counselors' jobs aren't getting easier. They're dealing with things that in the past our licensed therapists were dealing with, but now it's falling on the shoulders of these folks. And they do it with a smile on their face, a welcome on the front of their doors, and those folks, they don't stop. They're like, their motors are always going, and like you said, we couldn't do it without them. We're thankful for them, and we're pretty lucky.
Very good. Well, I've got a last but not least. We've got
Okay.
a few minutes left, but what did we do on Tuesday night? We got a gob twice.
We got a gob. We did twice. And so we have officially swept
Yes.
football and basketball against the Harrison Goblins. And I don't know of the last time that that's happened. We probably need to, be the last time would have to have been since we won football, and then we'd have to go back and check on basketball.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, I have never sat through a game with so many back and forths. The girls' game was in, I believe, Mercy Rule by the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
However, that boys' game went back and forth, and I love those guys, but I thought we were going home.
So did I.
I'm not much of an athlete, not going to lie. And I just put my head down. They said they could see the back of my head on the feed, and I just was down like this with Parker Husky,
You can't watch.
who had just won, her girls' game, her arm on me. And never seen anything like it. That McGee Harris, he came through at the end. Now, it was a team effort, but senior,
nobody would have
McGee
thought.
Harris. I
when we
did
were
not think
under
it was
with
going in.
3 seconds
Yeah,
left. I got a clip. I'll show
From the
you
other
real
side of the
quick.
court, 3
Yes,
seconds left.
it's awesome.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oops. I guess I got to play it. There it is.
Boom.
I mean,
Yeah.
nothing
To win the
like
game.
it.
Yeah.
Nothing like it. And I believe at that time we had 2 sophomores on the court.
Yeah.
I believe it was a sophomore that threw it in. I'd have to look again, but like I said, I think my eyes were closed. And when it went out of his hands, I was like, let's go to the house.
Oh.
And make sure our kids don't get in trouble getting to the because of their disappointment. But just a fantastic job. Our community showed out that night.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of folks there. I did text with Dr. Pratt, the superintendent from Harrison, yesterday afternoon, and just said, or yesterday morning, and just said, great game last night, great group of athletes. Hope our kids, we felt like our kids did great. Nothing administrators could not handle. And he texts back, fantastic group of students at the game last night.
Excellent. That's
How
very
about
good.
that? And if nothing else, if we even with a loss, if I'd have heard that, we'd have been okay.
Yeah.
Because
and
that's
that was the kind of game it was, though, that either one.
Either team. I mean,
it was so close, such a close game.
just
right there.
An
It's
incredible
the best
game.
rivalry in the state. No other.
I can't. I mean, now I do feel like we got some bad calls. Not gonna lie.
Sure.
But Harrison probably feels the same way.
Yeah.
So anyway, just proud of our kids, proud of our community for showing up and being there for our students. We do have a home game again this week. I know we don't spend a lot of time on athletics during my part, but wrestling regionals or
girls regionals.
Girls
on Saturday.
regionals on Saturday. Basketball on Friday. Sweetheart Royalty at home, and we will start. Which it's hard to believe, but we are kicking off soccer and baseball on the 22nd, and softball on the 23rd. So it will probably be about 25 degrees for both of those events.
No.
I'm just telling you.
I remember those days of soccer
cold.
with Kirsten, and it
It's
would be
so cold.
freezing out. And through the season, then you'd start taking the jacket off, and it'd get
right?
nice. And
I don't know if there's a sport like it.
Yeah.
Softball, we start when it's, we had a game in Harrison last year that was probably 28 degrees with the wind blowing, and we ended summer ball at about 105.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely...
It's like the opposite of football, where you start out nice
That's
and warm,
true.
and then
That's true.
at the end of the season, I remember we had a little tent on us because it was sleeting, and all my lines were frozen and stuff. You just never know.
Yeah.
I mean,
You just don't know, and I guess that makes it fun, right?
there you go.
It
well,
does.
thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you all for your support, and go Bombers.
Definitely. Y'all have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow with Bob Rechtenwald and Bob Zadora this week in real estate.
Yep.
All right. Y'all have a great day.